Hello everybody, I'm back with another video. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a video on one of these traffic lights, specifically the one in the middle. If you notice, at the top there's a red lens, in the middle there's a yellow or amber lens, and at the bottom there's another red lens. I bought all three of these lights together from a local flea market, and for some reason the one in the middle has two red lenses and one yellow or amber. I don't know why, but anyway, what I'm going to do today is show you guys. I have a new lens that came in. It's an LED module. It's not an actual lens, but a LED module. It's green. I'm going to be replacing it to turn it green instead of red. So first, I just want to talk about the lights for just a minute. These are made by Mark V, which is a company. Eagle is the name of the company. It's they still make lights today, but these are what they call, or what are considered, 8-inch signals. And the reason they're called 8-inch signals is because the lenses are 8 inches in diameter. Now most of your, well, just about all of your modern traffic lights that you see now hanging all over the place on highways and cities and towns are 12-inch. Which means the lenses are 12 inches in diameter. Now you can still see some of these hanging up in towns, like when you get, like in small towns, downtowns, what they call traffic light clusters, where they have like 4 of them hanging up in 4 different directions on one bracket. But anyway, these are 8-inch Mark V signals. Now Mark V is not the actual name of the company anymore. It's not the actual name of the company. It's a brand of signal made by Eagle, but I don't think they make the Mark V anymore. Anyway, now this light also, it did not come with visors. These little hoods that go over the lights. So I had to order some of those, and if you can notice, the paint is not the exact same color, but it's the closest I could get. So it's not perfect, but anyway, to change this thing out, I'm going to try to do this with one hand. You have to open this door. There's a door for each section. There's 3 sections, of course. I'm going to open this door, and this is going to swing open like this. And if you can see, there's the red LED module, and it's put in with screws and little brackets that hold, well, one's missing right there, but it's got one there, one here, and then there's one down here at the corner. So I'm gonna have to take this out and replace it with the green one. I've got all my tools here that I need. My toolbox. It's not very organized, but I've got what I need. I got my wire cutters. I've got wire nuts, electrical tape, electrical connectors and stuff like that. Like I said, my box is not very organized, but I know where everything is. So all right, first I'm gonna open up this thing and make sure it's the right color before I go any further. Came from 3Light Guy on eBay. He's actually an admin for one of the groups on Facebook that I'm a member of, and trying to do this one hand, guys. These boxes are hard to get into with one hand. I guess I should have set up the tripod. I apologize. Okay. See what we've got in here. He's never made a mistake before, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be right. Make sure to put this back up. Don't want to get hurt. Okay. Yeah, pretty well. And let's see. protective sorry guys, I'm using one hand and this is kind of hard to do, but anyway, yeah, that looks green to me. This is a GE brand. I'm not sure what these are back here. I'll have to look when I take it out, but GE, if you notice, you got a white wire and a brown wire. Here you have a white wire and a red wire. The reason this green module cannot have a green wire is because green stands for ground, and you don't want to get them mixed up, because if you get them mixed up, that's a good way to get shocked. So I would not recommend trying to change out a light without, you know, cutting off the electricity, but these are not plugged up, so don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna take that one out and start putting this one in, but since I don't have my tripod available right now, I'm gonna have to cut this video and start it back over as soon as I start to get this one put back in, or this one replaced into that section. So I'm gonna cut it and then start it back over. I'll be back in just a second. All right guys, I'm back. I'm gonna show you what I did here. The green module is just resting in there right now, the green light module. I had to do this the safest way possible because, as you can see, there's a lot going on in here. Wire nuts, and there's that green wire I was talking about. That green wire has to be screwed down to a metal piece inside of the light. If not, that green wire is going to the this main cord that plugs in. And if that green wire is not mounted to something metal on the inside of that signal body, just touching it anywhere, if it's plugged up, if you just barely touch it, it'll shock you. And that's 110 volts of electricity that you don't want to feel. But this light is supposed to have a terminal block on the inside, which is it's a flat bar that's like plastic on the top. It's got a metal conductor strip on the bottom, and it's got screws where you're supposed to be able to screw down each individual wire. But this light does not have one for some reason. It was taken out or something. I could have bought one, but I figured it would be easier just to buy some wire nuts and stuff, electrical tape from, you know, connectors, stuff like this from local hardware store, cheaper, easier to find around here. But now all there is to do is put the let's see, we're going to put our tabs back with our screws, and like I said, I can't do this with one hand, guys, so I'm going to have to cut the video again. I'm going to put these in, and then we'll close the doors and plug it up and see if it works. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Didn't take too long, and luckily, the tabs I was talking about, you know, I said I was missing one. I got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Luckily, I was able to dig around in the bottom of my toolbox and find one. Got a box there. We got a little bit of a mess right here. Gonna put everything back. But here's the red, the little red that was in there. I know it looks orange, but it's not. It's red. Wire nuts, wires, wire connectors, screwdrivers, wire strippers, just all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to throw this away. I'm going to keep it because I never know when I might need it. That goes for anything else. Like if you take something like that apart, always, you know, find somewhere to put it or keep it, because you never know when you might need it. Everything I've looked over, everything seems good and tight, protected. The ground wire is good, and which is the green there. The ground wire is good and connected, so I don't have to worry about getting shocked. These are connected. Right here, the green module, green light module is, the white wire is common, so it goes to another common. well, yeah, to another common, and then you got the brown wire, which stands for the green light. Go into the red wire, which is hot, okay? And the hot goes up to right here, which connects into the yellow and the red at the top. And then the black is the hot wire for the actual cord that plugs into the wall, which is here. Okay, everything looks good. Gonna plug it in and hopefully nothing will blow up. I'm just kidding, guys. I've been doing this for a while. All right, so I'm gonna plug it in here, and okay, we got red, yellow, and green. Everything looks good. I'm touching it. I'm not getting shocked. All this looks good. Not getting shocked. This is fine. Not getting shocked. Everything looks good. Okay, so we're going to close these doors back. If I can do it with one hand. Close these doors back. Make sure none of the wires get jammed in between the metal doors. Screw the little wing nut back here. Maybe better if I unplug, because those lights are bright, y'all. LED lights are bright, which is why these signal companies have moved or changed to LED instead of light bulbs and reflectors, because light bulbs burn more electricity, they get hot. You know, if they have plastic lenses, they tend to change the color of the actual lens unless they're glass and they get busted out. People like to shoot them and throw rocks at them and stuff. People are dumb. But anyway, if you look right here, right there, and right here, that's where a reflector used to be. A reflector door that would close, and it would have a light bulb socket in there with a reflector in the back, and right here there would be a green lens instead of an LED module. So, but LED is much brighter, it's much cheaper, it doesn't use as much electricity, so that's why everything is going to LED now. All right, close the door and put the, trying to do this one hand. Close the door back. Hard to do with one hand, guys. Okay. Slide the little, make sure the washer's in front, turn the little wing nut, and make sure it's getting tight. Make sure none of the wires are pinched, because if one of the wires gets pinched and if the coating comes off, you run the risk of possible shock or starting a fire, something like that. You don't want to do that. Okay, that's good and tight. That one's good and tight. I didn't have to open the top. There was no need to. Now we have red, amber, yellow, and green. Let's see. Same here. This one, red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green, red, yellow, and green. All right. Time to plug it up and see how it looks. The reason I've got two cords here is because I've got 3 lights up here and I don't want to overload one cord. Even though LEDs don't burn much electricity, they still take electricity. So, okay, got the Mark V here, red, yellow, green. Mark V here, red, yellow, green. That green is, that thing is bright, almost white looking. I promise you, it's green, almost a blue looking color. That one, red, yellow, green. You can tell the module's a different brand because it's just a different looking color of green. Get back here, cut the light out, or cut this light out. Cut this light right here off, back up some. If I stop tripping over stuff, I'll be okay. All right. Looks good to me. Camera's not really wanting to focus with those bright LED lights, and I can understand that Ferris wheel is what I kept tripping over. Anyway, I'll cut the light back on here. Back over here is a SpongeBob claw machine. All right, I want to show you guys what I was talking about earlier. The terminal block is supposed to be in there. This light has one. It's supposed to be in the middle section. Let me open it up here and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, right there, that is a terminal block. It's a plastic block with a metal strip across the bottom with screws that helps you safely, you know, connect the wires like they're supposed to be. Of course, there's the ground right here. The green wire is connected to something metal so I don't get shocked. Now these lights also come, well, I'm not sure about the 8-inch, but you can also get plastic traffic lights. Yeah, they're real plastic traffic lights. They call them polycarbonate, or that's the material they're made of. Polycarbonate, and the reason they make those is because they're much lighter in weight, easier to replace. Polycarbonate is pretty tough plastic. It's a lot tougher than you would think. Much lighter in weight to be hanging on a power line above a street or intersection or highway. But that's what we have, guys. I finally got the green light in. Like I said, I'm going to hang on to the red one. I never know when I might need it. I got to clean up this mess. All these extra wires, wire nuts, and everything. But I'm proud that it's actually green now instead of red. Because that was kind of odd looking. Alright guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish I could have done a tutorial, but like I said, I don't have my tripod right now. It's actually broken. I've got to buy another one. But hope you enjoyed the video. Something a little bit different besides, carnival rides and other stuff. I got, in here. This room's a mess. This room has not been remodeled. The rest of the house has, but that's a different story for a different day. Drum set. SpongeBob claw machine, little basketball goal and a dartboard, just all kind of neat stuff back here. But anyway, that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave me a line below. If you're not subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you would. I don't make money off these videos. I just like doing them. I like to help people that have questions about stuff like this. So until next time, take care and thanks for watching.